debate in Twilight has always been Team Edward or Team Jacob. So we decided it was a good idea to ask Kristen Stewart whose team she'd actually be on.
I go back and forth from being Team Edward and Team Jacob all the time because that's the story. The story wouldn't exist if there wasn't like a genuine argument why she should be with both sides.
I think Jacob. The whole werewolf is kind of nice. I just think Jacob out the way.
I think Edward, just because they click so much.
Of course, it's an age-old story of a girl forced to pick between the reliable good guy she loves,
Bella, I won't ever hurt you.
and the passionate bad boy she's in love with.
You're my only reason to stay alive, if that's what I am.
In New Moon, Edward leaves Bella after a birthday party goes horribly wrong, and Jacob steps in to pick up the pieces, which forces Bella to choose who to be with. It's a dilemma that began on the pages of Stephenie Meyer's romance-soaked novel.
Would it be so wrong to try to make Jacob happy? Even if the love I felt for him was no more than a weak echo of what I was capable of, even if my heart was far away, wandering and grieving after my fickle Romeo, would it be so very wrong?
I think the whole point of this story is that there isn't a wrong choice.
Maybe, but fans want an answer. In one corner, Bella's got Jacob Black, a true friend and confidant. He's loyal to a fault, even though he doesn't approve of her relationship with a vampire.
Yeah, I'll always be your friend, no matter what you love.
There's ease. He's her best friend. She's always smiling around him. She's safe with him.
His passion for her is white hot, literally. As a werewolf, his blood runs at burning temperatures. But does she have any passion for him?
How was I ever going to fight the blurring lines in our relationship when I enjoyed being with him so much?
I think the chemistry between Bella and Jacob, it's something that you read about and you can kind of feel it, like if you've ever had that friend that you're not really sure about. I'm kind of excited to see how it plays out on the screen.
You're sort of beautiful.
On paper, I think Jacob's probably better for her.
But no matter how hard Jacob tries, he's not Edward Cullen, the brooding, enigmatic vampire who swept her off her feet in Twilight.
I don't know how long I've waited for you.
There's just something about Edward. It's just that sort of indescribable thing that she can't live without.
To me, he's more romantic and he's really close with her.
He would die for Bella. It's of course, who would not want that? He's completely devoted.
I thought I explained it clearly before. Bella, I can't live in a world where you don't exist.
Unbelievably gorgeous but impossible to read, Edward shares a connection with Bella that people spend lifetimes looking for.
I'd rather die than be with anyone but you.
I think when she finally chooses between Edward and Jacob, I think that's what I really want to see, is when she makes her choice and sticks with it.
He left you, Bella. He didn't want you anymore.
I have to go.
So, would Kristen choose Edward or Jacob? Well, like in every great love triangle, there's an argument for both men. But in the end, like Bella, the fans, and even Stephenie Meyer herself, Kristen can only choose one.
I think put in that position, I would have to go with Edward because I really appreciate following your gut instinct, even though it's not necessarily the right thing to do.
You guys know Kristen better than anybody, I would think. Knowing what you do know about her, character-wise, who's her type?
I definitely think she'd go for a guy who's kind of like, come on, go out with me all the time, come on, come on. I mean, any girl I would think would be. That's why reading the books are kind of strange. Edward doesn't want Bella to be...
No, you're saying that girls would want a boy who was always there saying, go out with me?
Versus, no, I don't want you.
No, girls want what they want what they can't have.
No, but obviously,
so
but I'm saying, exactly.
What do guys know?
That's why I stay single, I guess. I'm too naggy, I don't know.
Or Cullen.
Earlier in the show, we answered the burning question, has megastardom changed Robert? With a definitive no. And right now, we're serving up exclusive footage showing the mop-top superstar in his charming, flirtatious, down-to-earth best. Back in May of 2008, Laura Culpepper beat out hundreds of applicants to become our Movie Awards guest reporter. And because we knew she was a die-hard Twilighter, we set up a once-in-a-lifetime surprise for her first day on the job. Edward Cullen himself, Robert Pattinson, came to our Santa Monica office to give her a sneak peek at the very first completed scene from Twilight. Here in its never-before-seen entirety is footage of Robert hanging out with the luckiest Twilighter alive.
I'm about to surprise MTV's biggest movie fanatic with the first look at the first available scene from Twilight. You know, she probably won't even know who I am. It's going to be embarrassing for everybody.
Hey MTV, my name is Laura Culpepper. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and I am the winner of the MTV Movie Awards Guest Vlogger Contest. I'm so psyched to be here. You have no idea. I'm a huge Twilight fan. I can't wait to see.
Are you Laura?
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's Robert Pattinson.
How are you doing? Congratulations on your...
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. Are you looking forward to the awards show?
I'm psyched. I'm so excited.
So, Laura, are you?
Yes,
do you want to be the first person in the world to watch this exclusive Twilight clip?
I would love that. I would just, yes.
It's great news.
The answer is yes.
That's great.
Yes.
I think you will love it.
I know I will love it. Oh my god, it's in.
Okay, step one. Oh.
Yeah.
See, look, I hate that how everyone knows. It's not why he did it. It's talent. I'm probably going to throw up.
Like a kid on Christmas Day.
Good.
But not stronger.
I've got a hard head too, a really hard head.
That's awesome. That's a really good scene.
It's a sexy scene.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It was definitely sexy.
So what's it like to chill with Robert Pattinson?
It was awesome. The surprise of a lifetime.
They say lightning never strikes twice. But believe it or not, Laura Culpepper actually got a second chance to hang out with Robert 6 months later when he hit the MTV studios in New York.
Any Twilighter knows that New Moon is about to hit theaters, finally. But what you might not know is that Eclipse, the third installment in the Twilight saga, has already finished shooting. Now, I know we might be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but we were so excited for the next installments of Twilight that we decided to sit down with the cast and ask them our most burning question.
How will Eclipse top New Moon?
Eclipse is going to be amazing visually. We're at war the whole time, and there was nobody better than David Slade.
Picking up the reins for the third installment of the Twilight saga, director David Slade brings some intense vampire credentials, having helmed the grisly 30 Days of Night. If Twilight was about first love and New Moon explores depression and heartbreak, Eclipse is all about the action.
It's one of my favorite movies that I've done because it's more an action, manly movie, especially with the newborn scenes. It's going to look epic.
Fans can expect plenty of action when it comes to Victoria's army of newly changed vampires called the Newborn. They can also expect a new face playing Victoria herself, as Bryce Dallas Howard steps into the role of the revenge-seeking rogue vampire. But don't think the Cullens aren't ready to put up a fight.
We're really excited for them to see the fight sequence. I think we all worked our butts off for that. We trained for 6 weeks every single day.
But after spending months in the gym for New Moon, Taylor got to take things easy for Eclipse.
The bummer is I didn't have that much physical stuff to do during Eclipse because my character was a wolf. Whenever we were at war, whenever my character had like cool physical fighting to do, I was a wolf.
So how is Eclipse going to top New Moon? Stephanie Meyer fans already know whether it's the battle between the Newborns and the Cullens or just more werewolf action, there's plenty to look forward to in the Twilight Saga's epic third installment.
Eclipse was my favorite book, so to actually film that was a lot of fun.
this.